Hi, and welcome back to yet another episode of the Mental Health Show. Today we are going to talk about comparison. Well, I know that me and you have had a very common saying that says that comparison is a thief of joy. Today I'm hosting someone very, very interesting. As usual, I have very interesting guests, and she's going to talk about comparison. But first, I'll need to need her to introduce herself.
Okay, my name is Aine Benabeyonjera, or Bana. Most people confuse it because it has B-E-R. I teach. I'm a teacher of English, sociology, and literature. I'm a female, clearly you can see that. I'm a writer, I'm a poet, I'm a dancer, and also do sing. I'm basically in the shower so many times, so yeah.
That's nice. Nice. She sings in the shower.
Clearly.
A dancer. A teacher who is a dancer. Guys, you see our 21st generation teachers. Yeah. So welcome to Faraja Television, Benham.
Thank you.
And specifically to the Mental Health Show. Feel at home. So when we talk about comparison, I think basic definition is, assessing your life using someone's what you see or what you see somewhere else. But do you have like a definition that you, as a teacher of English?
Lord have mercy. Anyway, it's exactly what you've said. It's basically assessing your life goals, objectives, dreams, visions, wherever you are at life, basing on someone else's life. I want to say that it's important for you to know that we don't have the same purpose in life. Our destinies are different. God prepares you for your purpose and your destiny differently. Absolutely. So if I'm assessing my achievements as a youth right now, basing on what you're doing with your life, then I'm comparing what I'm doing with yours. So it's basically assessing my life achievements, my purpose, my goals, my objectives with someone else.
Thank you very much, Bena, for that elaborate explanation of what comparison is. And we know that in this day and age, it's very, very easy for you to drift in your life, compare yourself, especially in the era of social media. Okay, so today Bena is going to share with us her personal experience of how she used to, or maybe still does, compare. I don't know, you will tell me. If she jumped out of it, how did she do it, and how she thinks this can affect your mental health, or how it affected her mental health. This show is probably sponsored by V&V Fashion Garage, found at Equatorial Mall. They dressed me up today and dressed me up every other show, of the mental health show. So Bena, tell me your experience of comparison.
Comparison. I think it was. Okay, mine has been like a long journey. It's like a mix of comparison, insecurity, anxiety. It's like a whole journey, but one thing leads to the other. I remember back in high school, I had very many petite friends. I usually don't like saying the word small. It sounds a little bit disrespectful. I had very many petite friends. My best friend, for one, is petite. Most of my friends were petite. So I was plus size. And I always fell in the ditch of, I wish I was smaller. Comparison doesn't have to be, I want what she has. It starts with the word I wish, or I envy this one, because then envy will breed jealousy, and then jealousy will make you put yourself in a ditch of anxiety because you always be worried, you'll be in fear. You're like, okay, I'm not good at this. Then you start doubting yourself. So from high school, it was always, I have very petite friends, and then I'm plus size. I can't wear what they wear. I can't show legs. It was always like that. I remember in the O-level, when we had social inquiry, I almost did not want to go. And then I remember that by then as in Interact, so you pay a fine for not going. So I remember one of my friends called Sheila Bakita told me, why just go and have fun? In my head, I knew that no one is going to pick me. Like, who's going to pick a plus size chick? Everyone is going to go for petite. So I would be shocked when people actually do pick, oh. And then in my head, it's like I was always waiting to be validated. Yeah. And when you're validated, you're always in a place of doubt. Like in any situation. Then senior 6, still social. I don't know why, Bambi, validation for men is just funny. Senior 6, I walked with my best friend, and then I told her, I know they're going to pick you faster because you're petite. I mean, you're pretty. Who's going to pick me? And it happened. They picked her faster. Difference is that the person that picked her was an O-level guy and we're in senior 6, so you should feel like disrespect. And my date was a senior 6 guy who came after. And in my head, I'm like, after all, I got a date. Then we moved out. Still, it always followed me. And then when I had friends like dating and all, I'd be like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Why don't I have a partner? Why don't people see me like this? Why don't men see me beyond the whole body thing? Maybe I need to just find a way to slim and be small. Oh, I almost took slimming tablets. That's another story of another day. But like what I'm trying to say is the moment you gauge your life basing on someone else's life,
That's true.
you're bound to be in doubt all the time. And then the best way you can help yourself not compare your life with somebody else is understand that my purpose is not your purpose on this earth. Like God creates us differently. He designs our destinies differently. If you're meant to excel in civic spaces, maybe I'm meant to excel in maybe modeling or something else. And you can't compare the pace at which you're growing at the pace at which I'm growing. So if you can learn that your purpose and someone else's purpose is not the same, well and good. And then accept that we are different people, that we should grow at different paces. If, for example, by let me say second year campus, you have a job, you have a car, you're working, and I'm still trying to figure my life out. Let me say I have papers to finish up and graduate. If I start saying, oh my God, Edna has a job, Carla, I should also do this.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, and then you're going to find yourself in a place of if the sugar daddy is available, you're like, after all, I want to be like Edna. So for me to be like Edna, I have to make sure that I get this money by hook or crook. In the process, you're losing yourself. You're losing who you are.
True.
You're losing your soul. You're losing everything that you stand for. So accept that we are different people. We go at different paces, and our purposes in life are not the same.
So can you imagine someone out there thinking that they want to be like others? So how did it make you feel to know that you needed validation from someone out, like a boy in a random, not a random, but in another school? I mean, there's so many disclaimer. I went to the same high school as Benna, so I can kind of relate with that story. But how did it feel? Because in school, I saw a lot of plus-size girls, prefects, excelling at academics. I mean, the whole reason why we're in school is to excel at academics. They were prefects. They were inspirational. I mean, they looked like they had everything together. And for you, somehow, your validation needed to come from, I need to be picked by a boy. Imagine, how did it make you feel every time you stood in a mirror? No one around you would inspire you to be comfortable in your skin, and you needed someone else something else like a boy picking you to dance with you. Like, how did it make you feel?
First of all, I hated the mirror. Then I actually hated the mirror. Where this whole validation thing came from, I remember there's a time we were home and a friend of my mom came and she kept telling my mom, your daughter has grown fat. You know how African.
I know.
You've grown fat. She needs to reduce. She needs to stop eating this. Oh, I remember actually starved myself. And the more you starve, the more weight you gain because the body doesn't have what to use anyway. So it's looking for a way to find food to use, like for all the processes that happen in the body. So when that stuck in my mind, I remember my dad standing up for me and telling my mom, tell your friends not to come back here because they can't be saying stuff about my daughter like that. But for me, it stuck. What you said to me, I will tell you I've forgiven you, but it will keep playing somehow. Oh, and I do suffer from overthinking, something I'm working on. So
did you watch my video?
Yes, of course. So it started from there, and then I started thinking, people need to appreciate me before I appreciate myself.
Sure.
Even when a girlfriend tells me, by the way, you're beautiful, man, I'm like, nah, you're playing. You're lying. Like how? Yeah. And when you talked about plus size girls being inspirational, I remember I was a leader in school, and every time someone came with, you're confident, I like how confident you are, you inspire me, in my head I'm like, okay, how am I giving out what I don't give to myself?
Yeah.
So it always put me in a place of worry, of anxiety the whole time. Like even when you would go to speak to someone, you're like, I have to do it for them, not for me.
Yeah, sure.
That's what happens when you combine comparison and validation from other people. You find yourself doing things for other people. What are they going to see? Okay, am I dressed like this? I have this hair. I shouldn't have to pierce. Like everything is for the other person, not for yourself.
Yeah.
Now I think that I kept going slowly by slowly, and then I realized at the end of the day, you only have yourself to be accountable to. So if I have to be accountable to myself, that means I have to behave in a manner that is for my self-growth, not for somebody else. And that means I have to remove the thing of comparing myself to other people. Like if Edna has a partner who has a car and mine doesn't have a car, I shouldn't compare them because they're going at different paces. If for example, let me say a CEO at 23 and my friend isn't, they don't have to find themselves comparing themselves because she's a CEO. I also need to do that. And then we live in an age where social media is just killing everything.
It is.
Like if...
Let me interrupt you right there. Let me interrupt you there on social media because I was very, very interested because I thought that this whole comparison thing came in the era and age of social media. But I noticed, or from your story, it came from way back before we even existed on social media. I mean, we were just at school. That means that in order for you to, what I picked from her story is, in order to come out of that place of comparison, you have to be content with who you are, what you have. I mean, look in a mirror and say, you know what, you're perfect. The way you are, absolutely the way you are. And the other person's story is not your story. You know, it's not even how fast they reach there. It's how impactful. I mean, even if you go slowly, you have more impact than this person who has reached very fast. And before you even wish, oh my God, I wish I can have a job and a car like that girl.
That's how you end up.
Do you know where she gets her fuel? Do you know what happens at how she balances school and work, or how she balances it out? Do you know what happens? Like, there are things you don't see. There are things that you don't see. People only show you or tell you what they want you to hear, or what they want you to see. So what I get from your story is you are comparing yourself because you are not content with who you are. I mean, you didn't even want to look at yourself. I never
felt enough. Like, for example, now, like you know how they tell you it's important to look at yourself in the mirror naked, alone as a person. I'd never do that. For who?
Have I ever done that?
Like I would
never done that.
I would never like stand there. I'm like, oh, my body's like this. My body's like, for what? Like, after all, you know your body should be covered up. I used to wear a lot of baggy clothes, and people never really noticed. But I always loved putting on sweaters, big shirts, and they don't show the tummy. The arms have to be hidden and because I mean, they like petite people.
Guys,
for you,
if I can show you this girl's butt.
Girls.
Some people are even taking supplements that they can be like her.
Growth, trust me, it's growth. It's growth, but that's the importance of growth. You realize I need to be content. Like if somebody must accept me, I have to first accept myself.
Absolutely.
I mean the business where if someone tells me, I wish you were a little smaller, my friend, you will be like if I don't shoot you in the head. Not saying that I'm a violent person, but like I stand for what I believe in. I know my ground. I know that my growth is not the same as somebody else's. I've accepted that I'm different in the way I think with somebody else. My emotions are different with somebody else. So the moment you accept and learn that these are my differences, we might have similarities. Maybe our similarities are kindness. Some people are not even kind, so. But you need to know that there have to be differences.
True.
What you consider success might not be what I consider success. Maybe to you success is the number of cars and houses and, you know. Maybe to me success is stability. I have a family, we are okay, we are happy, and that's it. So the difference, that part about accepting your differences. I've had people tell me before, you have everything together. Like, we can't understand when you're sad. I'm like, wow, you're comparing yourself to me. You don't know how I do my things. Just because I show you what you need to see, oh, I have everything together. Do you want me to do a video crying on social media? No. There is no way I'm going to put my dirty laundry out there. No way. So just because I have it all together doesn't mean I actually have it all together. But I've just learned to accept that this is all part of how I'm going to grow as a person.
100%. So, the question now. The question. I want to talk about social media, but the place you are at right now. How much work? What happened? What was the turning point? And if it included social media, and how we can use our social media platforms to change how we look at ourselves. How did you come up? How did you come to this point of Bena, who is I am content. I'll slap you if you say this. God, hey.
Well, I can't even say I had a turning point as per se. Like, I can't remember the exact date, like this day at this time, this happened. I don't. Though, I remember that I once had suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
More than twice.
Yeah.
So I remember asking, I have a brother who does psychology, and I remember asking him, what do you usually do for people that have suicidal thoughts? And he said, and usually people, when you discuss a suicide topic, it's always about the other person than you.
Yes.
So when I heard what he had to say, I slept over it. I was like, anyway, he's thinking about himself. Then I told myself, but you have so much to achieve. I don't understand why you'd want to live your life halfway. Like, why would you want to cut it? I think that's when I realized, like, at the end of the day, it is you, what you tell yourself, what you feed yourself, what your thoughts are. Now, for social media, I need people to understand that whatever is on social media, 85% is not true. 85%. I don't say 100 because, I mean, some people some people put everything of their life on social media, but 85% of what people post is not true. That's the first thing you need to know. Secondly, what information to take in and what information not to take in. You know, we have so many of us who are memers, me inclusive. There are things you put and people start thinking, this chick must be depressed. This chick is sad. I might be putting them out for fun, and then just for the sake of it, someone makes their own conclusion. So for social media, people need to discern between the information that they take in and the information that they shouldn't take in. Whatever is on social media should not be in your life. You could see, for example, now we have the whole bomb explosion thing. Some people are going to take it differently. Some people are going to start saying, oh, it's just the government playing gimmicks. Then you have people who have anxiety already, panicking already, and it's not really sitting well.
I am people.
I relate, trust me. I'm so afraid of public transport right now. So you have to discern what information should I take. Like, I've seen this, but is it useful for me?
Yes.
Someone said on Twitter, men are trash. Are all men trash? Women are dangerous. Are all women dangerous? Yes. Men should be like this. Are all, like, you just have to know this phone shouldn't control me. I should be able to control it. Yeah. That's for the social media 100%. Part. Yeah. And then also have a group of people that help you be better. If you have people that are always speaking negative, you're not moving at all. You're going to stay in one place. You will be stuck. You will go backward your whole life. You will literally stay in one place. Like, after all the other person said it's okay to be like this, it's okay to overthink, it's okay to be anxious, but I'm bipolar. But it's okay. Like, the fact that you accept that this is, like, your thoughts is who I am, you're not going to move. And if your friends are worse, if your family is not supportive, of course we come from different backgrounds. So some people, their families, their friends, especially your friends, who you speak to, the people you have around you have a lot with who you are as a person. If I come...
That's first about family and friends. I always tell myself, even when I was growing up, like, I also suffered from comparison. Even right now in my life, I tell myself, I did not get a chance to choose who my family is. Yeah. But I can get a chance to choose who my friends are. I mean, who can I open up to? Who can I relate with? Friend. Even if you have one trait. Yeah. One trait that's going to put me one step backwards, I am not going to make you my friend. Yeah? I'll put you in the circle of acquaintances. I'm like, oh, I know that guy, or I know that chick. But when I have a problem or when I feel so down, you're not the person I'll run.
People who invalidate your emotions. And like, if you tell them, oh, I feel like this, but you can't get over that. How do you mean I can get over that? Like, by the time I told you, I felt the need to tell you. True. That's why you find people saying, I'm comfortable in isolation. I'm a loner, just because you don't have the right company around you. Yeah. And then you have we are in a generation where people are really okay with being nonchalant. We don't care. After all, I'm a hard guy, I'm a hard girl. You're in there dying alone.
Yeah.
So the company you have also has a lot to do with who you are as a person. First, you have to have yourself, then the company. Then know that this thing called social media was created to build and destroy at the same time. So if I must use it, I should know what information to take in and what information not to take in. Yeah.
True. 100%. So my name is Edna. I am in the church called Bena Church, and I've just been converted. So thank you very much for sharing your experience of how you came out from the comparison circle. I hope that some plus-sized, beautiful lady or gentleman out there that is comparing themselves with a petite
let me
woman
first hold you right there.
or gentleman.
I know people who are
can get
petite
inspiration.
that actually want to be plus size.
See?
And then I know people are plus size that want to be petite.
Can you imagine?
So you guys, you like I said, yourself first.
Yeah.
I could be seated here when I want to be light like Edna. Like in my head, I wish I can be light skinned.
Yet I'm sorry.
Yet Edna wants to be dark skinned. Like that's the funny part about life. I have petite friends have told me, if only I can get the little flesh that you have. Meanwhile, you find me, I have to drink lemon every day, coffee, reduce. So at the end of the day, accept who you are, love who you are, accept all your flaws the way you are, the way they are.
Though, I think that there are people who genuinely want to maybe change how they look like. But I pray and hope that the reason why you want to change how you look like is for you.
Yeah, exactly.
For you, not for this one, so that I can fit in this clique.
So that this boy can like me.
This boy can like me. Hey, guy.
And the right way. And the right way. Do exercises.
Okay. She's going to tell us her routine because, guys, I am telling you, this chick here is sexy.
Anyway, no, do exercises. Drink a lot of water. That's basically it. And have the right diet. Usually people will tell you, but me, there's money, a tablet that I use and it's putting me in shape. You don't know what it's doing to your body. High chances are it's going to disfigure you in a way that you don't even know. So it's best just get that rope and skip, go climb a mountain. Because personally, that's what I do. I skip a rope, I run around with my mom. Basically, just exercise, hydrate, and eat well.
Goals.
Period.
Goals.
Period. Yeah, period. That's it. And dress nicely. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, thank you very, very much for opening up to us, the Mental Health Show family, and for telling us and for inspiring us in how we can be content with who we are first.
Yeah.
I have this one last question for you, Bena, as we close the show. How is your mental health right now? If you walked into a room of body shamers, people who are going to show you that man or fan and a movie, would they affect your mental health? 1. 2, do you still compare yourself to people, strangers, especially on social media?
Okay, number 1.
And then, when you're closing, you tell us some of the people or the women who are plus size that have helped you like your body.
Yeah.
And
Okay, now the first question. You know the saying of Tolina Chongamba? Yeah. I'm at that level where Tolina Chongamba.
Absolutely.
Like, even if I step here and you tell me, you've grown a little, I'll tell you I have peace. What in MC Inje? That's up to you, but I have peace. So, yeah, that's the first one.
And
I've learned that Tolina Chongamba. Like, that's the level I'm at. It's either me, what serves me is what I do. If you have your own insecurities and you're trying to project them on me, I'll kindly tell you to stay with them. Do not bring them to me. 2, do I
have like a clapping sound?
Do I still compare myself? Not as much. I would say not as much, especially with social media. Because I used to look at the likes of Mrs. Baidomcha, you know, they have everything. Everything is all together. And you're like, I need to be like this chick. Like, first of all, her body, her husband, goals, everything. But then the moment I told myself, I don't know what is behind closed doors in her home. I don't know what she does. I don't know what she deals with. It's my growth and her growth separate.
Absolutely.
So I don't compare myself as much, really. Then the third one, the women that have helped me. The first one is Jonyozi Crib. I've not even met her.
Shout out to Nyonya Zipri.
I've not even met her, but like the things that she put, like, you know, someone you look at and you like their pictures more than 5 times. Like, did I like enough? Like, she's giving you a reason to love yourself. She's inspiring you. Probably she doesn't even know that she does.
Yeah.
But Nyonya Zipri, please. The next person is Rebecca Nanjego. She's also an influencer. And what is funny is that she's not even plus size, but her content helps you understand who you are as a person.
Yeah.
So I really love to appreciate her. And of course, the one person that we'll probably never know exists, Lizzo. So that one.
Oh, Lizzo. Everybody knows Lizzo.
Yes, yes. Like that woman, I don't know. She needs flowers, yellow roses, lilies. I don't know, but those women, those 3 women have really done it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much. And whoever was mentioned, Lizzo, Nyonya Zipri, and Rebecca, I'm going to share at the end of this video. I'll be sharing screenshots of their pages so that you, sister or brother, who would like to be comfortable in your skin and have your body more small or big, you can follow them. I follow them personally, and they're amazing people. Thank you so much for sticking with us to the end of this show, and I hope that you picked a lesson or two. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to our show so that you can join the Mental Health Show family every Thursday at 5 p.m. I'll be looking forward to, just talking to you guys.
Get educated.
Follow us on all our social media platforms at Faraja DTV on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn for your daily news updates. And don't forget to also follow Benna. Do you want me to follow you?
I don't mind. My Instagram is at a very big bamduman. That name usually has
at a very
a
big
buzz over it. My Twitter is MissBanner98. I'm not on Facebook at the moment, but those can too. Those two can.
So if you'd like to reach Benna, that's why you can reach her. Yes. And till next time. Bye-bye.
See ya.